Day 46 of becoming a SOC Analyst. Today we're investigating a Follina 0-day detected, which is a malicious Office document exploiting CVE-2022-30190 to execute code through the MSDT exe. So we've got our alert. It's on endpoint Jonas. It's been caused by a Word document, and we've got a hash. So let's jump in. Have a look on virus total. Okay, so you have a document that's flagged as malicious, 47 vendors. The majority of the flags are labeling as Trojan on downloader. It's got the CVE attached, so okay. We have an example of the file. Let's grab that. Okay, that's downloaded into a file for us. We'll investigate, but let's fire it up into any.run. Downloads. Oh, it's not unzipped yet. Okay. Unzip 05. Oops, 05. Infected. Okay. Where has this unzipped to? Sorry, just bear with me. Where's... what's going on? Did it not unzip? Infected. Inflating? Okay. Yeah, it's there. Why am I not seeing it? Downloads. I've got it sort by modified, so. Oh, okay. It's keeping the date of the file, so it was 2002. No wonder it was down the bottom of my list. Okay. So we'll run this, and while that's running, let's investigate. The endpoint was Jonas prod. Admin user. Quick scan of the processes. Well, we can see the MSDT process, but no command. Okay, looking at the terminal, can see a fairly malicious command jumping out at us. So looking at it, it's navigating to a common writable folder, like users public. It's grabbing a RAR file and copying it. It looks like it's trying to find the start of a blob, so like maybe a base 64 blob, and then decoding it into a file and then running the file. So I mean, it's screaming malicious, and then looks like it kills the MSDT process. Okay, so definitely looking malicious. Let's have a look at the logs. So some web requests all to the same IP. So xmlformats.com, XML formats. So we looked at the hash that was flagging as malicious. Let's look at the IP. So being flagged as a malicious IP from Kaspersky. Let's check the domain. Okay, we've got our file ran already. We'll jump back to that. Just keep the train of thought of checking the domain. I guess that's 11 vendors flagged as suspicious, malicious. So I'm going to make an assumption that that's RC2 or beacon address that it's reaching out to when it spawned that exe. But let's look in the lab. So Words ran the document. Okay, the CVE Follina has been detected. Okay, VBA. Alright, so we know that the file was malicious. I mean, we already flagged the virus title, had already flagged it, but yeah, this is what I wanted to see. We've got a C2 address. So this XMI formats isn't resolving to the IP that we saw in our logs, but we did see that domain. So that's enough to confirm the compromise. You know, the IP can be load balanced to go to various different IPs, but that's definitely confirmed hit on that IP. Now, I'm not seeing any signs of how the endpoint was infected. So, yeah, alright. Oh, there we go. It looks like it's been sent via email. They've opened up their attachment. That spawned it. So, we've got our full chain now. So, let's delete the email. Let's contain the endpoint. And let's create our case. I think we have more than enough information to confirm. So start the playbook. Oh, antivirus, unknown or unexpected services, unknown or unexpected outgoing internet. We'll go with that because we do see the HTTP requests. Two seconds, sorry. Okay, sorry. Check if the malware is contained or cleaned. Not quarantined. It was malicious. Check if someone requested the C2. So we did see in the logs that domain was accessed. So yes, it was accessed. Containment we've done, so let's add some artifacts in. So we had definitely the domain, I'll put it as URL. What was it? Follina 0 day. Oh, sorry. I wanted to click add, my mistake. Follina 0. We had the IP it resolves to, which, let's see if we can go back. Yeah, there we go. And we also had the hash that flagged the alert. I might grab that. Okay, hash. This was called what's the date? So I'll add that in. And we have the email. Jonas. Radio Sputnik. Let's add that in. So I've got a lot of artifacts for this one. Okay, happy with that. Alright, just pause the video and I'll write up some notes. See you in 1 second. Okay, so we've got some notes. MITRE attack mapping, user execution, Windows command shell, exploitation of client execution, ingress tool transfer, system binary proxy execution. Been using this GitHub page when you're dealing with living off the land binaries, you can put in the process that it's being abused and it can give you your attack techniques mapped. Helpful for people like me who are still learning. Okay, log in the style of the 5 Ws. Who, a malicious email, was received by user Jonas from Radio Sputnik containing a password protected zip attachment. The file 05 was opened on host Jonas prod, which triggered execution of MSDT.exe. The what? The Office document exploited the Follina vulnerability, which abuses the Microsoft Windows Support Diagnostics tool, MSDT, to achieve remote code execution. Following document execution, MSDT was spawned. Further investigation confirmed outbound communication to 141 IP, which is associated with malicious activity. HTTP logs validated the C2 connection, and Sandbox Analyst in any.run confirmed exploitation behavior. The when, we've got the timestamp. The where, we've got the hostname Jonas prod, the source IP, so the internal 172 address, the file name and the hash, and the C2 IP address that it communicated with. The why, CVE-2022-30190, called known as Follina, allowed remote code execution via MSDT. When a specially crafted Office document is opened, their attachment was delivered via phishing email and required user interaction to open the password protected archive and document. Execution of MSDT was after Office activity combined with confirmed C2 communication indicates successful exploitation and payload staging. The evidence: phishing email with a zip attachment, execution of MSDT following document open, that's what spawned our alert. File hash flagged malicious, HTTP logs show connection to 141.IP, Sandbox Analyst confirms exploit behavior, AV action was flagged as allowed. The response: the alert was confirmed as true positive. The affected host Jonas was isolated for containment. Malicious file artifacts were removed, and indicators of compromise, including 141 dot, were blocked. So let's submit our notes. Let's close our alert and see how we went. True positive, paste in our notes again. Okay, 40-day streak, going strong. Okay, and so we got everything flagged as correct. True positive, the C2 address was accessed, the malware was malicious, and it was not cleaned or quarantined. Alright, so that was a good one. Basically summary for today is that we learnt how attackers can weaponize Office documents to exploit Follina vulnerability and trigger MSDT for remote code execution. In this case, it was from a phishing email that delivered a document that led to C2 communication with a known malicious IP. And that summarizes today's alert, and I'll see you on day 47. Keep going strong.